Today is 338 days that upload daily lesson to support your dreams, to support your goals, to support your growth. Today I was invited to speak in front of people and share my lesson about small goals and big goals, short-term goals and long-term goals. And I would love to share that lesson with you as well. And I would love to start from analogy. Let's look into a river. So that means if you want to go through the river, most likely we'll need to go through some kind of rocks. But imagine that this is a live river. And then a lot of times if you want to achieve your long-term vision or some kind of big goals, you need to go through that river. That means if you want to go through that river, and it might be that the water goes very, very fast, and there is a huge risk for you to fall in the water. People are afraid to fall in water, and they stay in one side of the river, and they never succeed because they don't want to go to other side of the river to succeed, because they are too afraid to fall in water. But if you're not afraid of cold water, and you start jumping from one stepping stone to other stepping stone, you will succeed. One very, very important lesson that we need to understand, that when we focus about vision, we always look into the future. That means we need to, during planning and reflection, we think about that vision, but we bring that to the present. That means when we bring that to the present, we're able to jump and focus on that stepping stone. So that means when you're jumping on that stepping stone, you do not think about the vision. You do not think about those big goals. No, you're just focusing on that one small step. And when you finish that one small step, you do again. You just focus on that one small step, because if you're focusing on the future, on that long-term goal while you're jumping between those stepping stones, you will most likely fall, because you need to focus on that one stepping stone. Now I really love running, and this is one additional thing that I truly believe how we're supposed to run as well, because when you think about 10 kilometers and you want to run 10 kilometers, sometimes people say, oh, it's so 10 kilometers so much. But what I do, I always break down by 1 kilometer. So I always say, okay, I run for 1 kilometer in 4 minutes. So that means I run 1 kilometer, it's 2 kilometers, and then I know that's 1 more kilometer, extra 4 minutes. For me, it allows to be much more grateful about the every kilometer that I finished, and I'm much more willing to run one more kilometer than just thinking that I need to run extra 8 or extra 7. It's much better psychologically to think about 1 kilometer than thinking about extra 7. So I always break down those 10 kilometers just 1 kilometer at a time. And I truly believe that when you break down a big goal like 10 kilometers in small goals like 1 kilometer at a time, it's much easier to run those kilometers. Now, when I think about small goals and big goals, we need to understand that every aspect of your life needs to be divided in those small goals and big goals. Health, small goals, big goals. Finances, small goals, big goals. Relationships, small goals, big goals. Finance, everything needs to have big goals and small goals. So you reflect on yourself. Do you have big goals and small goals in every aspect of your life? Because when you think about, okay, what kind of vision you have for yourself, what kind of health you would love to have, and I always like, what kind of small goals you can achieve, and what kind of goals you can set for yourself to really achieve that big goal. Now, the last thing that I want to share a story that really impacts me, the view how small things that you could do every single day could change significantly the things that you are thinking about yourself. And this is about the comfort zone a lot of times as well. Sometimes the story that I will share, it could be achieved in years, but you need to start somewhere. So let's say that if you're staying always at home and you're afraid of people, but you're able to change that and you're able to start being comfortable. So that means if you're able to go out, that means that you're able to see people. And if you're able to see people, that means that you're able to smile at them and look into their eyes. Now, if you're able to look at their eyes and smile, that means that you're able to say hi. If you're able to say hi, that means that you're able to start a conversation. If you're able to start a conversation, that means that you're able to lead a conversation. And if you're able to lead a conversation, that means that you're able to influence people. And if you're able to influence people, that means you're able to sell. And if you're able to sell, that means you're able to build a business. And if you're able to build a business, that means you're able to build a financial abundance for yourself and for your family and for generations to come. Because all it starts just from going out. Because first day you can be that just you're not afraid, you're afraid to say hi. But second day you're not afraid of say hi. Another day you're afraid to start a conversation, but next day you're able to make that conversation. So every day you just challenge yourself a little bit more, and at the end of the day you will be able to build a business to create abundance, financial abundance. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be that you are able to get a much better job, but you're able to start small, just going out, seeing people, starting saying hi, starting conversations, leading conversations, influencing people, selling some products to them, starting a business, and really making a difference in life. Because I truly believe people who are able to influence people are able to make the most difference and significance in life. I hope you'll choose to win, and see you tomorrow.